Hi guys, why is Reform UK doing so well? Because they're playing to their strengths or their perceived strengths, those being immigration and the fact that they're not the Labour Party and they're not the Conservatives. Now, for a government, it's a different kettle of fish. They have to deliver and they have to show the public that they have delivered. Now, ironically, Labour have delivered on something really important, the NHS. But unfortunately, as you'll hear from this Newsnight panel, they're not communicating this delivery.
Is it possible, given that big long shopping list of things they are doing, that's the sort of thing that the public care about, probably more than foreign affairs. Does that pay off come the next election if they can point at all these things that they've done? Or do they need to make sure that people are still listening to them by the time they get there?
If it works, then it pays off. Look, if you ask the public to describe Britain in a word, the word that always comes up is broken. And people know it needs fixing. They know it'll take time. I just think they're so impatient for change that they want to start seeing progress now, immediately. But the one thing I would say, if there is a bright spot for the government in focus groups, it is the NHS. For the first time, we started hearing people saying, actually, it was a bit shorter than I thought to get an appointment. It was a bit easier to get on that waiting list. But actually, I mean, I know you laugh at it, but that really matters because that's the day-to-day stuff.
And that's an anecdote that people tell people.
And they tell people, and the NHS really matters to Britons, right? So one thing we're really proud of. So getting that working, getting that fixed, I think is the key test of the government.
And I don't understand why the Labour government are not communicating this day in, day out. Have a ticker. Show the NHS waiting list coming down. Talk about it all the time. Every time you're on a media panel, when you're talking to a journalist, talk about what you have achieved with the NHS and link that in with improving the economy, the economic situation. Say, look, the economy is not doing very well, but we are fixing the problems facing the NHS. The NHS waiting list is coming down. That means more people will be able to get back into work, people will be able to get the treatment they need. And this is fundamentally important for both the economy and for society. Why is the Labour Party not doing this? Why is the government not investing in this? Keir Starmer recently delivered a speech at a lectern where he was talking about immigration, about stopping the boats or smashing the gangs. Why is he doing that? This is not your territory. Your territory is the NHS. It's jobs. But in this particular case, the NHS, where you can deliver a victory. You can say, we are succeeding. And this is important to voters. Much more important than immigration. The only people who care really about immigration are reform voters. And you can't win those people over. You can't out-Farage. Somebody at Labour Party HQ, somebody at the Government Communications Office needs to wake up. It's beyond pathetic. You actually have here gold, real gold, that you can sell to the public. You can hand over to the public. The idea that we're bringing down the NHS waiting list, something that so many people care about. And when do you ever hear about it? I heard about it once maybe over the last couple of months. You should be talking about it every day, reinforcing it in people's minds. We are fixing the NHS. We are undoing the damage that the Conservatives have inflicted upon the NHS or inflicted upon the NHS. And you also need to convince people that if you want things to improve, you have to stick with us. If you vote for reform, they're going to take everything backwards. They're like the Tories. Nigel Farage talked about supporting an American-style healthcare system. This is not good for people. You need to connect those things. And I really don't understand how a government and a political party, which probably has a significant amount of money, is not able to communicate this. Doesn't see it as important. Like, it doesn't cost money to talk about it. It's not like you have to have a massive campaign. Just talk about it whenever your MPs are interviewed by the media. Nigel Farage was able to sell people the idea of leaving the European Union when he was talking about the NHS, when he was talking about roads, when he was talking about war, he was talking whatever. He was able to smuggle in pretty much every interview, we need to leave the European Union. That was back in 2016 and before. Why can the Labour Party not do? I'm not talking about being dishonest. I'm talking about things that you have succeeded in ways to improve people's lives. And the NHS is fundamental to people's lives. May not be for people who actually need it, but they know somebody who needs it. Their relatives probably need it. these are things that you can use to your advantage. But instead, we hear nothing. Why? I honestly don't know. Is it incompetence? Is it indifference? Why? Why are they not talking more about the successes in the NHS? Even small ones. Let me know in the comment section, guys, what you think, and I'll see you in the next video.